and burn!
Hey everyone, so tonight I wanted to discuss a rather small film from 2018 called Nightshot. I believe this was from France, and it is written, directed, and produced by one of the two people in the film, and that person's name is Hugo Koenig. What this is it tells the story of two sort of urban explorer vloggers who are at an old hospital way out in the middle of nowhere. It has a tricky past, and a number of horrible things were done to a bunch of the patients and whatnot here. It was used as a POW camp too at some point during World War II, and apparently the prisoners of war were not treated well. Um, and so naturally, as they dig deeper and walk further and deeper, into the hospital, things start to go wrong. And whereas on one hand, I could argue that this film is very paint by numbers, like it does everything that found footage horror movies are supposed to do when they're in like a hospital setting or an abandoned building setting where, doors open by themselves and they open and close continuously. And at one point, there's a wheelchair that moves of its own accord. And so, whereas, like I said, on one hand, this movie is very paint by numbers, and I've seen everything that it's done here a million times before. The one thing that this movie did that was really unique was that it's all done in one take. There's no edits, there's no stopping the camera. It's just what you see unfolds in real time. So I liked that. I thought that was really unique. Um, the one problem that I had with this movie was when it starts to affect. Oh Christ, I can't remember her name. The the chick who's on camera through the whole thing. She's like the host of the little vlog show they have. The place really starts to weigh down on her big time, and she starts to develop all these bruises all over her body. And you can see that the actress, is doing a really good job of conveying these things to the audience. But I just found that they laid it on a little thick, and that it just becomes so punishing so quickly, and it just doesn't end. And of course, they can't find their way out. They understood how to get in, but then when they're inside of the hospital, things sort of start to twist and turn on them, so to speak, and they can't find their way out to save their lives. And what happens is there's like a murderous monster doctor ghoul type thing in the basement, or what's kind of the basement, I guess. And it comes out of nowhere at the end, and it leaps on the chick and like eats her. And the cameraman, um, he goes running, and he's scrambling around, and you think he gets out, but the hospital has like a sort of closed off private forest as part of its property. So he gets out into this, and he thinks he's clear, and there's all of these. I don't know if they're ghost patients or if they're patients like that actually exist and have been experimented on and live here or something. Well, anyways, I think they eat him too, and that's how the movie ends. And I thought that was really cool. Like I said, whereas on one hand I have seen everything here before, I really did like how it was shot all in one take. And whenever I see anything shot in one take, I automatically think of the episode of True Detective where McConaughey has to go in and grab that piece of shit biker when him and his biker buddies are ripping off those gangbangers, and how that was legitimately all done in one shot. And that's always what I think of whenever I see anything that's shot in one take. I always think of that scene from True Detective. So I really liked that about this movie, but it's unlikely that I would ever watch it again. The movies like this are good for a once through, but once all of their secrets have been revealed, I just don't see myself going back. So this was a lot of fun, but it was very paint by numbers. I did really like how it was shot all in one take, but I did feel that they threw on like the emotional weight, that it's the emotional toll. Sorry, that it's taking on the actress whose name I can't remember in the movie. Um, I found that was a little heavy. It was a little much. But yeah, so look, I'm gonna go. So thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little over 4.5 minutes while I discussed the 2018 film Nightshot. If you liked this review, like always, don't forget to do something nice for someone. I'm gonna go. Have a good day. I just wanted to say thank you for making it through the entire video. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to remind everyone one more time, even though I've probably already done this in the video that you just watched, to please click the like button as well as the subscribe button, because it helps this channel grow. And thank you for hitting like and subscribe, and we will see you guys really soon.